Welcome to Habitly Courses, a production of Manage to Win. Each course is divided into multiple lessons for easy viewing. All are now completely free, so you can watch them on your own or work through them as a team. Please subscribe to this channel, leave a comment, and share your favorite lessons with others. Try to find something that helps you be your best.
Hello, this is David Russell. We are talking about managing client expectations during on-site service calls. Now, we talked about our standards, then we talked about communication. Now we're going to dive into, well, what's the perspective of the client? Now, this is not a long lesson, okay? But let's start with their perspective. I mean, put ourselves in their shoes, and they've tried several things, didn't work. They've got deadlines, they've got stress, they want to probably avoid blame, but their technology failure may be affecting others. And so there's different things that are going to come up and they're going to share with us, but also we need to recognize they may have other professional or personal issues that are compounding the stress, and so their behavior may not be the best. They have the right, although it's not always pretty, to misbehave a bit. We do not. All right. So we want to remind ourselves what it's like to be a beginner or someone who does not understand technology. Now, you guys do tech support, and guys, I mean guys and gals, so it comes naturally to you. These people, it may not come naturally to. I mean, my wife, and I don't mean to put down my wife, but technology is not her thing. She would say it herself with a laugh. It's not her thing. So it's kind of in some ways where you're coming in as the knowledgeable person. They're kind of like the child. It's like a parent-child situation almost. And you have the authority, and you need to remember every word you speak and the tone of voice you use can wound if it's not right, if it's improper, if it's disrespectful, that type of thing. Now, they may not pay attention to their system's warning messages. They may have made all kinds of mistakes, but they're doing their best. They did not create this problem on purpose. And our role is to come in and provide solutions, not get stuck in the problems. Now, as we're working with them, they don't understand acronyms. Something that's obvious to you may be totally foreign to them. They may be clueless about the mistakes they've made. They may struggle to even describe their problem. And maybe this is an option, that last bullet. Some things they can learn to do themselves, and you can teach them, but often that's not the case. So you got to figure out where that's appropriate, where it's not. But we're talking about their perspective now. They don't know where they're coming from. Now, as we're working with them, we have to keep our perspective. What's the other side of the seesaw here? How do we maintain a balance? They may be angry. We don't have to be. I love to tell the story of the guy I was interviewing for a client years ago, and he had done like 8 tours of duty in the Middle East with the military. And I asked him, so what irritates you when you're working with clients? And he paused for a moment and he said, really nothing. I mean, if they've got a problem with their computer system, it's not something that's my fault, and they may be upset, but it's just a computer thing. It's as the next bullet says, it's not life-threatening. It's just frustrating for them. And I thought about it. I was thinking, with all the carnage he saw in the Middle East, somebody upset because their keyboard doesn't work or they can't print, this is not a big deal. Okay, so I like to encourage leaders to approach things from a good cop, bad cop type of negotiating style approach. And in that style, there's 2 police officers. They arrest someone and they want to get the person to talk. They need more information. One cop plays the bad cop, and they are coming down on the person. They are being threatening. You either do what I say or I'm going to rip your eyeballs out, or I'm going to break your kneecaps, whatever it's going to be. Something terrible. The good cop comes alongside. Hey, don't worry about my buddy. I can control him to a point, but if we can't, let me help you get where you want to go. Otherwise, I'm going to turn you over to him. It's going to be bad, blah, blah, blah. So in our situation where we're trying to provide a great client experience, the technology or the problem is the bad cop. We are the good cop. We're going to come alongside. We're going to resolve it. We're going to help them. We reassure them the problem's going to be resolved. We build trust. One of the ways we do this is we set conservative, respectful expectations. Here are the steps we're going to take. Here's the time frame, that type of thing. So let me give you 4 steps that relate to how you work with the client from their perspective. Step number 1, when bad things happen, we are going to stay calm. If you have difficulty with that, breathe deeply. If you still have difficulty with it, get off the phone or step out of the meeting if you can to catch your breath and get control. Okay? We want to respond, not react. Reacting is something we do instinctively without thought. Responding is what we say or how we act after we have thought through the situation or the data that we have. We want to rely on our processes. I mean, our company is built around best practice processes. So let's rely on that. And we need to recognize we need to build trust each step of the way, confirming the issues, explaining the steps we're going to take, solving the problems, and we need to escalate for help as needed. Step number 2, we're going to confirm the problem. So we're going to confirm what do they want to get done or problems they want to get solved. And if possible, let's ask, show me how you do that. And we're going to clarify all the objectives. We're going to put them in an order of priority, and then we're going to explain, okay, here's the steps I'm going to take. First, I'm going to do this. Then if that works, I'm going to go to this, then this, then this. And I'm going to fix the problem in stages. Each stage that I fix, as I promised, within the time frame I committed to, builds trust. That's what I want to do. Step 3, how do I communicate about my work? Well, I'm going to discuss it with them. I may email them. I may text them. I'm going to communicate some other way, but that's going to be, bullet points. I'm going to set hard deadlines for the next step I'm going to take, and then more of a general time frame for the rest of the work, because we don't know what's going to come up, right? And we want to be conservative on those time frames, pad them a little bit. It's great to beat a time commitment. We don't want to miss it. We're going to confirm the client's preferred method of communication and how often they want to be updated. Ideally, we understand how they communicate. Do they like information in summary form? Do they like a lot of detail? Which one do they like? Do they want to talk a lot? Are they going to stay focused? Is this person a skeptic? So I need to really be granular, step by step, help them avoid risk. Work that out. I'm going to inform them as frequently as I promised, and I'm going to document my time and work as I go in my PSA. And number 4, there may be situations, this is optional, where I'm going to help them learn. My focus is on solutions, not problems with clients. I'm always driving to a solution. But if I'm going to help them learn something, I want to help them learn it, and I'm going to avoid negatives like, no, don't do it that way, or that's wrong. I need to keep it simple. I want to show them what to do, explain why patiently, have them do it where I can see it ideally, but have them do it. Don't have them listen. They need to actually do it. And when I don't want to say anything that they cannot understand, and when I ask questions, try to make them open-ended questions, not yes or no's, because then that's going to show they're learning something. These are 4 steps you can use. Now, you can review this training on client perspectives. Go back through it, listen to it, watch the video, look at the slide deck, but discuss it in relation to some things that have happened recently. Hopefully, if you've got a facilitator, this is a group discussion, that person has gathered some situations that have happened and has said, well, based on what we just learned, how would you approach this differently? Or what did we do right that we need to do more of? Ask yourself these 5 questions when you're prepared. Take the exam, pass the exam. Hopefully you've passed exams 1 and 2, the lesson 1, lesson 2. Get this one, and then we're going to move on to lesson 4.